Jesus. Who would have thought it would take $16 to fill up a motorcycle?
Okay, let it be known. I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the holy key. You supposed to be.
It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. We're actually heading over to Eurocycles of Tampa Bay. And today we're going to get some new tires because I'm running a plug in my rear tire right now, and it makes me extremely nervous. And I've got wheel and tire protection, so it's actually not going to cost me anything for the rear tire. If you're buying a bike, doesn't matter if it's new or used, and they offer you the wheel and tire protection, it might not be the worst thing you can do. It might be worth getting, because then if something happens to a new tire, you just go back and they replace the tire. The tire on the bike is not that old. It's only got, I don't know, 1,000 miles on it maybe. Well, I picked up a nail or something in the road, and yeah, so we're going to replace the rear tire. We're going to replace the front tire as well, because it's just time for that one. I'm going to pay for the front tire, but the rear tire is covered. I'm supposed to have the bike back before bike night tonight, but by the way the weather forecast is looking, I have a feeling we're going to have to cancel bike night tonight.
Okay, let it be known. I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the holy key. You supposed to be close to me, hopefully. You understand, G.O.D. make me this cold, and I'm talking like this ain't a fluke. I seen it way before it ever happened. He came in view. I had to put in my time on the TV. It coming in soon. I couldn't leave it all up to a variant or an experience.
Look at this beautiful thing. Ooh, Cam Parker painted this bike actually. I haven't seen this bike in a while, but he hand painted this entire bike. I don't even know who owns it now. See, yeah, look at the detail in there. So today we're getting a new front tire. Replace this back tire, which looks very, very brand new, but we've got a plug right there because we got something in there, so we plugged it to get the tire here. We're gonna replace all that today. And of course it's showing crazy rain this afternoon, so I'm hoping that I can get the bike done. I'm hoping they can get the bike done and I can come pick it up before the rain hits, because otherwise it looks like we might not have the bike for a week or so, thanks to the Florida rain and weather. They actually have a lot more bikes than I've seen on their showroom floor and outside in a couple years. Obviously the world got turned upside down, and if you're in the power sports industry or the car industry or any industry, you know that the supply chain has been ridiculous. But it looks like we're getting back. Look at that, look at that. We got Aprilias, we got RSB4s, we've got Tuanos, all kinds of stuff out here. It makes me want to bike shop again. But I still love my Beamer, I don't want to get rid of her yet. But honestly, I would love to add one of these things to the garage. This is the RS660 Aprilia. These things are amazing. I think they're just fun little bikes. They're great little like track bikes, you know. They're not like super powerful, but they got a lot of torque to them. They look beautiful. They look gorgeous. After 4 long days, the weather has finally cleared up and we can finally picking up the Beamer. We're here at the toy store, also known as Eurocycles of Tampa Bay. We got some beautiful bikes out here. I think this is a customer's bike. I like that chain, but this is mine. We got some new tires. Typically we were running the K3s, which is what the bike comes with, but now we've got these Pirellis, these Diablo supercorsa. Never ran these tires before, but I've heard good things. It also sounds like we're gonna go through them pretty quickly because they're soft, they're sticky. So we'll see how many miles we get out of these tires.
I've been running, keep up gunning, step the frame on your words. What you hear, not what you heard. I'ma hate on every verb. I'ma show you what it's worth. Every day I'm on earth till they put me in a dirt. I'ma get it to it.
So baby's looking good. She's looking good. We had to make a pit stop though. So I'm plant shopping. Well, not plant shopping. I got some plants. Not motorcycle related whatsoever. I'm just I'm growing up, I guess. I don't know. I guess I don't know what the hell they're called. Little trees. I don't know. We're just checking on them. Everything looks good. Cool. Back to the ride. we got the Beamer back home, we got the new tires. I haven't been able to put a whole lot of miles on these tires yet, but so far I'm really liking them. So typically we go with the Metzeler K3, which actually comes on our K67, the 2020, the 2021, 2022, I believe. That is the factory tire for all those years for the S1000, and now those tires are being discontinued, at least from what I'm being told. Which means that we have to find the next best thing, which happens to be the Pirelli supercorsa V3, the SP V3 tire. And after doing some digging around, it turns out that they actually put these on the Ducati V4S from the factory, so I imagine they're a pretty good tire. The tread pattern, it is what it is, nothing fancy, but they are super sticky. And in the back, same thing. It's kind of got a cool little design to the tire here. Looks pretty good. Of course, those carbon fiber wheels in there. So what Pirelli did with this tire is they wanted to make a legit like race replica street tire. They delivered this like amazing tire. It performs like it's on the racetrack, but it is legal for the street, unlike some other motorcycle tires. And apparently with the new tread pattern, it's supposed to make it last a little bit longer, grip better on the street and stuff like that. I've been told that I'm probably going to get about 4,000 miles out of the rear tire, and I guess we're just gonna have to find out. Let's see how fast we burn through this thing. The contact patch in the rear has been optimized to allow you to hit the throttle a little bit earlier when you're mid-corner. That way you can throttle out of your corner a little bit better. You're gonna have that patch on the rear tire, that way you don't slip up. You can just grip and go. And the big thing I noticed right away, and I know you feel this with every new tire basically, is how fast and how easy that the bike will fall into a corner. Obviously on a new tire, it's super round and it just feels really good. But I will say, even with a brand new set of K3s like I was running before, the bike didn't really want to jump into a corner like it does with these tires. So right away I'm super impressed with how this bike just dips into a corner and how well it pulls out of the corner too. Again, I'm super excited to get some miles on these tires and really put them to the test and see how they perform on the street. Again, I'm not a track guy, I'm not a fast guy. I just like to ride on the streets. That's the kind of riding I do. So this is going to be a true test to see what these tires will do on the street. And I've never ran a Pirelli tire on a motorcycle. I've only ran them on, like, I've got a lowered C10, I run Pirellis on that, just because they're a super true tire and there's not a whole lot of balancing that takes place with those, just because from the factory, they're just a super true tire. But anyway, we've got all the bikes back home. We've got the Grom, we've got the S1000, we've got the Magna. The S1000 is getting a lot of ride time right now. I need to get the Grom out. I've got a lot of parts to put on that. The Magna, I'll ride that when I just want to cruise, but for now we're gonna enjoy the S1000 now that we got that thing back. Everything's 100% and I'm stoked. But anyway, till next time. Hey, yes, and if you're curious, we got the plants home safely. Brighten things up a little bit out here. Now just try not to kill them.